Hello you guys, so I wanted to make a really quick video on consistency. This is actually something that I struggle with in certain departments of my life, if you will. I think a lot of people struggle with just being consistent, and they probably notice it a lot more when it's something that they would truly desire, for their lives. If you're not consistent, and it's something you really want, you're gonna notice it because you're gonna feel like a total flake, you're gonna feel like a failure, you're gonna get down in the dumps on yourself. I hear my child coming, slapping a balloon. So we might be pausing here momentarily. So how does a person stay consistent? Well, I'm sorry, I'm trying to make myself coffee too. I think the first step is really making a decision. Your whole life is based on choices and decisions. And so the first step is going to be making that decision and making a commitment. Make it not just a choice or a decision. Make it a commitment, a promise to yourself that this is something that you truly want and that you truly feel is going to transform your life. So it's something that you really want to do. You really want to give it a shot, whatever it is. So let's make it about fitness, because that's what I am, fitness coach. So how do you stay consistent? How do you stop falling off the wagon? How do you go to the gym on a regular basis or work out regularly when you just don't feel like it? Like I said, you got to make it a commitment. And you've heard the saying, if it's just not important to you, you won't make the time. But if it is important to you, you will make the time. So a lot of people kind of wait until, they get a diagnosis from the doctor saying, you need to lose weight because you got clogged arteries, or you're pre-diabetic, or you have high blood pressure, or cholesterol is out of whack, or whatever. Don't wait until that time. Think about your family history. You have to really dig deep inside yourself and think of like a really big reason why this is important to you. And you need to write that why down. And we do this in business and in other aspects of our life. You write that shit down. Say both your parents died of a heart attack because they ate like crap their whole life. Maybe they smoked, maybe they drank, and you just know that you need to take better care of yourself. Remind yourself of that on a daily basis. Write it down and read it every day. And every day that you second guess yourself, or you start talking yourself out of staying true to your commitment or your promise to yourself, read that why and hang on one second. And really let it sink in and think about it. And then my other advice would be to schedule it in. Whatever it is that you want to make sure that you are doing every single day, make time for it. Write it down on a planner, on a schedule, on a calendar, in your phone. Add a reminder in your phone so that it is just as important as you waking up and getting to work on time, getting to school on time, getting to a doctor's appointment. Schedule it in there like it's something like a wedding, like it's your own wedding or something. Schedule it in there like you cannot miss this. And that is also a way to help you stay consistent and to not fall off. It has to become part of your normal routine. And the only way to do that is to not let yourself talk yourself out of it. So if you know Mel Robbins, try to use the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 rule. To me, 5 seconds is way too long. I was using the strategy before I ever even heard of Mel Robbins' strategy. As soon as I'd wake up, I wouldn't even let myself argue with myself. I would just roll out of bed, and it was maybe 3 seconds. So when she came out with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I just thought that was so funny because I'm like, that's way too long. But yeah, make it a ritual. And the best way to make something become a routine is to do it for at least 5 weeks. I read this in a book, and I know it used to be like 21 days or something, or there's all these different ideas like how long it takes somebody to really create a new habit. And it really is around 5 weeks. And I know this because I went without drinking alcohol for 2 weeks as of today. Yay! But they say on the 10th day is the day where you start thinking, you know what? I've been really good. I think I can slow down. I can, take a step back right now. I'm good. And I even thought that. I literally thought that on the 10th day of me not drinking. I was like, damn, I've gone 10 days. That's good. I should celebrate with a drink. come on. So I thought that was funny because I was like, damn, it's the 10th day. And I remember reading that on the 10th day, you start like telling yourself and you want to like reward yourself. So don't do that. On the 10th day, that's the day you really have to push. And you might have heard this too, on the days you really don't want to, those are the most important days. And it's true. Those days that you really, really, really don't want to, when you push yourself, yes, honey.
Give me one.
On those days that you don't want to, and you push yourself to get it done, the reward in itself is after the achievement, the accomplishment, the fact that you did something that you told yourself that you just weren't going to do or you couldn't do. You can challenge yourself in many ways when it comes to this, it's kind of like rewiring your brain and telling yourself that you can do hard things. And so one way that I do this is by, when I take a hot shower, when I get to the end, I blast it over to cold. Who wants to do that? Nobody in the right mind wants to do that. So you know you don't want to do that because it's going to freeze you. You're going to be freezing and it's going to suck. But doing that teaches your brain to know that you can do hard things. I know it sounds outlandish. Trust me, Tony Robbins says it though. He does it. Lots of people do it. It's actually a strategy. I don't know why I even started doing it, but then I heard it's a thing, just like the Mel Robbins thing. So, other than that, don't beat yourself up about it. If you fall off track, the worst thing you can do is decide that you're giving up and that you're just done. Don't do that. If you want to avoid being feeling like a complete failure, don't ever give up. The only way you can ever fail is to quit. So don't quit. If you fall off, don't worry about it. There's no way in hell, I can guarantee you this, from here on out till the day you die, there's no way in hell you will ever be 100% consistent with anything except maybe breathing and eating and going to the bathroom. Like, there's nothing that anybody would ever be able to do consistently 100% every single day or every other day, whatever, without life happening to them, without something coming up, without your emotions just totally getting in the way, without injuries, without who knows. It's just, so give yourself grace. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just get back on and keep on going and don't ever stop. Because if it's that important to you, you will find a way to keep going. And that's what I've done, is no matter how crappy I feel about the fact that I've slacked at being consistent, I'm still going. And I'm getting emotional now. I'm still going, even though it's hard as hell sometimes and I just want to give up, and I'm just like, maybe I'm meant to be a failure. Maybe I'm just meant to fail. Maybe I'm just meant to not like have everything I've ever dreamed of. Don't tell yourself that. Don't do it. So just keep going. And that's my pep talk. I hope you enjoyed it.